There's a reason why I look like this today, okay? Chill! What's up, my niggas? And welcome back to this wonderful, beautiful channel of mine. You know I like to switch it up with the makeup look sometimes, and today I thought, why not dabble into Gyaru in a little bit? If you know me from my other socials, then you know that I like to dabble into Gyaru a lot. And today I thought, why not try a look inspired by the substyle that I identify myself with the least? And that is Yamanba, because it's just way out of my league, to be honest. And I can finally wear these nails again. You know, these nails are such a bother. I like wearing nails, but I can barely function with nails. As someone who easily gets sensory overloads, this is hell. But nonetheless, they look good and beauty is pain. And we're gonna do this while I talk about my hot takes in pop culture, fashion, philosophy, life, death, everything that comes to my mind, honestly. And I'll see you guys over here. This is where you're gonna go. Yeah. What's up, guys? I hope the angle is good. I hope it's good. If not, then I'm genuinely gonna tweak and die, probably. One disclaimer is that I'm bad at makeup. I just feel like that I don't have a lot of good products. I don't invest much into makeup. For example, my concealer ran out, and I've been using this random ass concealer that's not even my shade for the last weeks. I have never seen this kind of eyebrow shape in my life before. My first hot take is that the Cat's Eye hate is forced. And I'm not even saying this as a Cat's Eye fan because I'm not a Cat's Eye fan. I don't really care about Cat's Eye. I don't like their songs at all. The only appeal they have is that their performances are nice. When I say I don't invest much into makeup, this is a prime example. Look at what I'm using for my eyebrows. I am using this palette, I'm using this shade, and this brush that I use for so many other things as well. Having bad eyesight and doing makeup, especially makeup tutorials, is so annoying. Realistically, I need to hold the mirror like this, but I can't because then you won't see anything. Just by eyebrows alone, I'm not gonna do the exact look. I'm gonna fail at the eyebrows if I try to recreate this. It's not gonna work, guys. This eyebrow looked good. I hope we can recreate this the same way. In Germany, we have a word that's called Sündenbock. I don't know the exact translation for it, but I feel like many people made Cat's Eye their Sündenbock in a sense that they already have this opinion of Cat's Eye that they're bad and they make bad music and blah blah blah, and no matter what they do nowadays, people just dunk on it more and more and more. I don't like the Izukini song as much as the next person, but people being oh my god, they're so predatory for including a child's voice in the song and then saying Izukini, it's so weird. I'm just y'all are reaching so much. Why are we pretending as if Are You That Somebody doesn't exist? Or what's this other song called again? Because that also uses a child's voice. They even make puns, sexual puns with that child's voice. And I saw nobody call out these songs, even though they were both trending on TikTok. But because people already don't like Cat's Eye, they find any small thing to dunk on the group, which I think is just so weird. And then people trying to fabricate these stories oh, this member doesn't like this member and they don't like her. And oh my god, did you see her reaction? And oh my god, chill. Some parts are just overhated. One thing I can agree on though is the sexualization of the group is really, really weird. And that comes together with the next point that I have. Whenever people criticize the sexualization of Cat's Eye, people are oh my god, they're just wearing what they want and they leave them alone. And I'm just girl, what? There's a whole styling, marketing, creative direction team behind these girls' outfits. They don't decide anything by themselves. And the fact that the youngest member, Yeonjun, immediately got skimpy outfits the moment she turned 18, girl, that was not her decision. Okay, that was the label. Being oh my god, we can finally sexualize her, let's go. What do you think turning 18 means? We don't get a freaking download file in our heads being oh my god, I want to sexualize myself right now, the moment I turn 18. And that brings me to my second point, that the reason why so many young girls nowadays tend to dress more revealingly or sexually is not because of our own choice, but because of pop culture, because of mainstream media, and because of sex sells. The eyebrows turned out very, very well. I like that. And for the contour, I'm gonna use the exact same palette. We're just gonna use this shade. Also, the nose turned out very, very cutesy. A lot of people just revealing, not because they actually want to, but because of pop culture's influence. Sex sells, which was created by a man, by the way, has always been a thing. We had weird commercials that were just unnecessarily sexual. And when people see all the celebrities dressed in this sexual way, they think this is what it means to be confident. Meanwhile, the celebrities are being dressed by stylists, marketing teams, people who have a direct, concrete vision and want to garner the most attention they can for the artist to generate the most sales. And it's sad that these teenagers are drawing inspirations from a marketing strategy. Of course, there are probably celebrities who do it for love of the game, but I kid you not, there's so many like rappers and singers who say, bro, I don't even do the stuff that I sing about. I don't even dress this way in private. We're gonna use some baking powder now. Can you even see this? I hope you can. Yeah, I don't have a baking. Okay, you know, I just look broke and dumb in this video, bro. Yeah, I lost my baking powder sponge, so I'm using my regular sponge. Baking your face makes the world go around. I look so much more expensive. Honestly, I look so good. But honestly, it's the catfishing. Because I don't have my glasses on, everything looks more blurry, so I don't really see my blemishes. And someone asked me why my makeup always looks so flawless. It's the lighting. It's the lighting. When I was 10, I didn't have the desire to dress up skimpy and whatever. Like, I was just doing my thing. It's obvious that the reason why kids behave the way they do nowadays is because of social media and celebrities and whatever. And it's kind of sad that they fall into this trap, kind of. My next hot take, and I really hope this isn't a hot take, is that labels are dumb. Any kinds of labels, except for relationships, I feel like are just really dumb. Like labels, like when it comes to fashion, I saw so many people, you know, like racking their brain and feeling guilty and doing all this type of stuff because they felt like their label didn't fit them, or they didn't fit their label, they didn't do enough to earn this label. I was like, girl, labels cannot be that deep, honestly. And one thing where I like see this a lot is in fashion. Fashion from all those things might be the one where it should matter the least. Does this look good? Does this look alright? We saw a post where people were racking their brains over what aesthetic buttons are. Wait. I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, like live your life. It cannot be that deep, bro. Buttons. And worse are the people who won't allow themselves to discover their style because they want to keep being seen as this label. Like, oh my god, I want to keep being seen as emo. This is why I cannot do this because then I won't be emo anymore. All that labels do is put us in boxes, deny our creativity. Labels can be nice, yes, but don't let a label dictate you. I remember when I just got like into fashion and stuff and I wanted to be grungy. And there were some aspects of being grunge that I actually did not like, but because I wanted to be seen as grungy, I forced myself to dress this way. These are what my eyes look like right now. I already see the vision. Honestly, I see it. The only time I think it's useful is like in relationships, especially when it comes to commitment. I'm a person who needs to know where her relationship is at with people. I need that clarification, genuinely. The inner parts of the eyes are supposed to be dark brown. I see it. And then let's add more white. And the inner corners need to be white again. I have this white face paint thingy here, and I think I'm just gonna use that to make the white more prominent. It looks better now. I still look like a crazy maniac, but it looks better now. My next hot take is that DJ Alex, if you still remember the manhwa from back then, wasn't good. The only reason why we liked it back then is because we were all freaking 14. We were kids in freaking puberty and we just discovered the novelty of manhwas. As someone who had only read mangas by then, suddenly seeing a full colored BL was something else. But the story actually wasn't that crazy. I feel like I've read this exact same story in a 6-chapter manga before. And I'm not saying that it was bad. I'm just saying that for what y'all made it out to be, like the cult classic it is today. If I didn't know BJ Alex, I keep wanting to say King Stalking. If I didn't know BJ Alex and I read it now, I would be like, this is y'all's goat? This is y'all's goat? Also, if you don't know, I got a smiley piercing. This also reminds me of Viewfinder. I don't know if we have any OGs in the chat who know Viewfinder. Viewfinder is also like the iconic yaoi. I've read Viewfinder a long time ago. I didn't finish it for a reason, because it's just... Viewfinder is just like peak old yaoi. You will see so many tropes. You're just gonna like roll your eyes and you're just gonna be like, what the fuck am I reading? And then you're gonna remember that, oh my gosh, this is from the 90s. No wonder. Eyeshadow is done. I love that I don't have to darken my skin to look like a Yamamba Gyaru. You know, I don't have to do the black face thing. Love that for me. Next step, definitely eyelashes. Once we do the eyelashes, we basically sealed almost half of the deal. Why don't we stay on the topic of manhwas? My hot take is that manhwas are bad. Okay, that's kind of extreme to say, but I don't like yaoi manhwas. I like shonen ai manhwas. I feel like the Koreans are definitely very, very good at writing shonen ais, at writing initial romance, and writing stories with plot. But as soon as they discover sex in the element of the story quality just drops immensely. Suddenly we have like 5 chapters of just pure smut, except for All About Lust. That manhwa is about exploring sexuality like in a very mature way. I like this manhwa is exempt from that, and the tops just act so out of character. The sex scenes feel sometimes so removed from the actual characters. It just seems like the author is trying to write a certain archetype of tops in their story, but it doesn't even make sense in the great scheme. One example is Under the Green Light. I really liked that at first, but in season 2 the quality just dropped because we had to spend 5 chapters of Jin getting basically assaulted instead of just continuing with the story. Like, why did we need 5 chapters? We understand Andrew was drugged and he freaked Jin, okay, but why do we have to like see 5 chapters of it? Imagine you tune in that manhwa weekly and it's just that, like, we have not moved on from that scene yet. Already I'm reading the 3rd ending, one of my first manhwas after my great yaoi manhwa pause. And at first it was cute and stuff. Same with season 2, ever since they got together, every freaking chapter is about sex. Like, them thinking about sex, having fantasies about sex, them doing sex. Feel like God wanted me to not do this today. I have a cluster lashes set that I always use, but I just lost it. Like, I just lost it just now. Should I just draw the lashes on? I can try. I have a lot of favorite shonen ai manhwas. I can't think of a single yaoi manhwa that I really like. And yaoi manhwas are just a lot more commitment, I'd say, because those things last like 100 chapters. And imagine already spending 40 chapters on a yaoi manhwa. It just gets bad, but you don't want to stop because you already invested so much. I think I'm gonna draw the rest on. My next hot take is that the nerd community is just toxic. Generally, I'm the kind of person who thinks that not interacting with some kind of media because you think that fandom is toxic is dumb. But in this case, I can excuse every black person who doesn't want to interact with certain media because of the fandom. Or like in this case, you don't even know if the creators are racist too. First, I liked the Amazing Digital Circus, but seeing that the voice actors just make racist jokes and the freaking creator makes Nazi jokes is so freaking weird. And then they apologize and the fans get mad for them apologizing and blame black people. And you want me to go to a movie theater with these people? Are you crazy? Now I look at it again in my phone, I feel like there's something deeply wrong with this makeup look. I did everything that the picture said I should do, and it looks kind of dumb. I don't know why. It doesn't even look Gyaru. I feel like because of the eyelashes that I drew on, it looks like freaking zombie stitches. I can't really explain it. Also, it looks like I'm cross-eyed. Can we? We can still fix this, guys. Let's add some accessories and some jewelry. I changed my hairstyle. Yay! Do I look more Gyaru now? This angle is crazy. I just look crazy, bro. I don't even know what to say. I know what to say. It's time to do the ad moderation. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of my Gyaru transformation. I hope you liked my hot takes, which I'm not even sure if I was just rambling, to be honest. Yeah, this is the quality my videos have arrived on after 3 months, but yeah, I'm still figuring this whole YouTube stuff out. I'm just doing what I like. I'm just doing what I want to do for fun. Well, let me know what you think of this makeup look in the comments, and yeah, don't forget to write Q&A questions. I don't think anyone is watching this past this part. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye-bye!